keep being what it is, unpredictable, unfair, and often ridiculous, you stop fighting against the world and start fighting for yourself. So yes, the world will kick you, spit in your face every now and then, but the game changes when you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I do with this now?" Summary of Stoicism in one sentence: wake up. No one is coming to save you, and that's great. You don't even control traffic. Who gave you the idea you'd control life? Have you ever tried to control traffic with your mind, sitting in the car, huffing, cursing 5 generations of the guy in front, hoping by osmosis he'll speed up? Newsflash, he didn't, and now you've got an emotional ulcer as a bonus. Welcome to the second Stoic commandment. Learn to separate what's under your control and what isn't. Sounds simple, right? Well, this is where 90% of humanity's breakdowns start. People get stuck in an endless loop of trying to manipulate the uncontrollable: weather, other people's opinions, time, luck, the Instagram algorithm, and then wonder why they're anxious, exhausted, and drowning their frustration in pizza and cheap wine. Epictetus, one of the least patient Stoics with drama, already laid it out. Some things are up to us, some are not. Period. End of discussion. No fine print, no footnote, no loophole. And you know what's under your control? Very little. Your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. The rest? Tough luck. Accept and move on. Now here come the planners. But I like planning. Great. Plan. Just don't attach to your plan like it's a winning lottery ticket. You can plan a 1-year dream trip and your flight might be canceled because a llama crossed the runway in Peru. Life doesn't care about your plans. It happens how it wants, not how you'd prefer. The true Stoic is the master of adaptation. He doesn't freak out when reality goes off script. He rewrites the script. Because he knows that complaining about what can't be changed is like banging your head against a wall, hoping the wall will feel pain. Spoiler alert, you're the one who ends up with a bump on the forehead. So here's the hardcore Stoic challenge. Next time something goes wrong, and it will, ask yourself, is this within my control? If yes, get to work. If no, move the hell on. You don't control the bank line, but you control your patience. You don't control what that jerk said, but you control how you respond, or if you respond. You don't control the storm, but you can control whether you get soaked or just complain on Twitter. That long-awaited Stoic peace? It doesn't come from the world bowing to your ego. It comes from you stopping the fight against reality and starting to work with what it gives you. Acceptance isn't surrender, it's strategy. Knowing where you have power and where you don't makes you dangerous. Because while everyone else is trying to change the wind, you're adjusting your sail. Problem or soap opera? Let's be honest. Some people don't live. They perform a new dramatic episode every day. The world mistreats me, starring you. Spoiler alert, not everything is a problem. Sometimes you're just being dramatic. Stoicism has zero tolerance for exaggerated victimhood. It's one thing to face real problems, loss, illness, unemployment. It's another to turn slow Wi-Fi or Instagram criticism into an existential crisis. Seriously, some people act like they were stabbed in the back because the waiter forgot the mayo. The Stoic mantra. It's not the events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. Thanks again, Epictetus, the calmest, short-tempered man in history. What he meant was, the world happens. You choose how to deal with it. Or you turn it into a 40-minute monologue for the invisible audience in your head. Example. You got dumped. Reality, someone didn't want to keep going. Interpretation, soap opera version, I'm trash, no one will ever love me, I'm doomed to eternal loneliness. Chill, Romeo, sometimes people aren't into you. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. It's just a Tuesday. Again. Stoicism teaches you to cut the emotional noise and get to the point. Is this a real problem or just a discomfort? There's a huge difference between suffering and choosing to suffer. Feeling doesn't make you weak, but feeding every feeling like a wild animal, that's optional. Being stoic isn't being emotionless. It's feeling with responsibility. It's refusing to let one frustration become an emotional tsunami that wrecks your entire day. Example: your boss gives harsh feedback. Default reaction: he hates me, I'm doomed, I'm a failure. Stoic response: ouch, that hurt. But what can I learn from this? Can I improve something? If it's just his opinion, can I let it go? See the difference? The mind loves drama. Drama gives meaning to chaos. But the Stoic looks at chaos and asks, will this matter in 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years? If the answer is no, why the hell are you making it the main plot of your life? Conclusion: life is already tough enough. It doesn't need your active collaboration to get worse. When in doubt, less interpretation, more action. Less soap opera, more stoicism. Inner peace doesn't come from Amazon. People think it's like a luxury item. Pay some bills, book a Bali trip, play some lo-fi beats, boom, enlightenment. If it were that easy, we'd all be Zen monks on installment plans. But peace doesn't come in a box. It comes from something much more annoying: self-responsibility and conscious discomfort. Stoicism won't sell you illusions. No magic mantra, no healing crystal, no secret formula. Just a punch of reality and a mirror. Because here's the truth: if you're waiting for the world to be perfect to be at peace, you'll die stressed. The Stoic knows that peace isn't the absence of problems, it's the absence of internal disturbance in the face of problems. And that only comes with practice. Mental weightlifting. And just like no one gets abs from watching fitness TikToks, you don't reach serenity by reposting motivational quotes. Peace comes when you stop reacting like a wild animal to every external stimulus. Someone's rude, you don't snap. Plan changed, you don't spiral. Life hits you in the chest, you breathe and say, okay, now what? Peace isn't what happens outside. It's what you train inside. And knowing, really knowing, that the world is not going to cooperate with your peace is exactly why you need to stop depending on it for peace. Example: you could live in a silent cabin, incense burning, birds chirping, but if your mind is chaos, even the birds will piss you off. Or you could be stuck in traffic, horns blaring, and you'd still stay calm if you know what matters and what's just noise. Stoic peace is this: silence inside, even when it's chaos outside. Not ignoring the world, just not being enslaved by it. And finally, here's the realest warning you'll hear today. The peace you're chasing won't come from outside, because it never lived there. It starts when you stop blaming, stop romanticizing suffering, and start living like an emotionally responsible, lucid, and above all, free adult. Whew! If you made it this far, dude, you have to subscribe. Come on, this video was a beast to make. I haven't even made it yet, but I already know it took work. Like it, subscribe. You know what to do.